Hello, welcome back to Nat Valley Farms. This is David Stanley and wanted to show you one of the most exciting things about spring. When spring comes up and we start to see all the leaves and all the colors and some blossoms, that's all exciting. But my favorite part of the spring is when I finally get to start harvesting our first food that we planted. So with a perennial crop like asparagus, what happens is they stay in the ground year after year and keep getting better and better. And then what we're going to do now is go ahead and take some of these great asparagus, harvest them, and bring them inside so that we have our first spring harvest. Well, there's special tools that you can use to harvest asparagus, but here I am out in the garden with Aiden, and I always keep my tools with me, so I'm going to use the knife I have on me to harvest asparagus. What we want to do, if we take a look down here closely, we've got some short little asparagus spears coming out of the ground, and we want to let them get a little more mature before we harvest them. But we've also got some great big ones. And it's important when you harvest asparagus, try to harvest as low to the soil as possible. Even though this part right here is going to be kind of woody and fibrous and not make for good eating, you want the asparagus to be nice and low to the ground so that that particular part of the asparagus crown stops trying to grow, and it's going to send information to the roots of the plant to keep making new spears, since this one is no longer going to produce. So that's what we're going to do here, is we're going to go ahead and take some of these biggest, healthiest asparagus crowns, cut them short. Now when we get home, when we get inside, this is what people are used to seeing at the store. Nice, medium thin stalks. The tips are all nice and tight. Down here is the part that really doesn't taste very good to eat. And it seems funny that it'd be this simple, but the best way to do it is grab where you know it's nice and sweet, grab where you know it's woody and hard, and snap them off. Because the asparagus tends to break right between where it's hard and fibrous and where it's nice and sweet and smooth. So whether we do it out here in the garden or inside, this is how we bring up the asparagus and start getting ready for a tasty spring meal. Thanks for joining us. Have a great day and keep on growing.